So the first one, remember, we are expanding the following. Okay? So when we're doing expansion, make sure that you either do one of the two methods. Okay? The first method being the box, where you know the area inside this box is 3x times 6x or 18x squared. The area in this box is 3x times negative 1, which is negative 3x. Now the area of this rectangle is 18x squared minus 3x. When you're doing multiplication of two things, it's like you're finding the area of a rectangle. There is my answer. Can I simplify that any further? No, because I don't have like terms. Okay. Next one. What method could I use there? Box. All right. So on my box, what have I got? 7a here, a squared, 3. And a positive 3. Why do I put my positive 3 as opposed to just a 3? Yep. What's 7a times a squared?
7a 3.
7a to the power of 3. What's 7a times 3?
21a.
21a. Okay, now if you didn't get 21a, what don't you know? So what do you need to do? Go back into those pages. What's my answer here, Toby?
7a cubed 21 plus 21a.
Here is my answer. Spot on. 7a cubed plus 21a. Any issues with that one? Is the box method relatively straightforward to use now?
Yep.
You remember that one? Okay, the other one, the one that I learned when I was at high school, was the Kiwi method. Okay, now it's exactly the same. Because what am I doing here for this one here? What am I doing? I'm just going 7a times a squared, aren't I? I'm going 7a times a squared, aren't I? And then what am I doing? 7a times 3, or 7a times 3. Okay, that's actually a pretty schmick Kiwi too, by the way. So here, what am I doing? Negative 6b times b. What is that?
Minus 6b squared.
Negative 6b squared. What is negative 6 times negative 4?
24b plus
Positive 24b. There is my answer. Okay? Now, which way is quicker?
The box.
The Kiwi's quicker, because all I'm doing is I'm just doing that. But what do you need to be able to do is understand why you're doing what you're doing. The last one up here, gentlemen. Let's do the last one, please. 3 minus q minus 1. What is that? Is there a bracket there that I have to expand?
So we will change the sign of inner value q.
No, I don't change the signs of inner stuff. That's a trick. So what I need to do is I need to expand that bracket, because what's the number in front of that bracket?
Plus 3.
No. Negative 1. Negative 1. So I need to expand that bracket. So what's negative 1 times q?
1 q. Negative q.
Negative in front of that bracket makes it negative 1.
They need to go to the sand now.
Now?
Yeah.
Ruka and Peter, infected. Go away. Everyone see? Does everyone know where the 1 comes from? No. Is there a number in front of this q? What is it? It's not written here. So why is there a 1 there? Because why would we write it? Because there's no point in writing it, eh? There's no point in writing 1q or 1x every single time you have an unknown. The fact that it's just q, or the fact that it's just x, implies that it's just one lot of them. Does that make sense? Because if it was anything besides 1, what would we write? 2 or whatever it was. So there's a 1 there. So there's a negative 1 that's implied by the front of that bracket. Okay? Everyone happy with that?
Yeah.
So negative 1 times q is
minus q.
negative 1 times negative 1 is
Plus 1.
this is all 3 minus that. 3 plus 1 is 4 minus the q. There is my answer. Okay. So there are lots of different ways of doing this. And please don't confuse this question here, this one here, with a question we're going to do tomorrow. Okay? How many brackets are in that particular question? 1. You are not multiplying 2 brackets together. It is just 1 bracket being multiplied by 1 number. It's just a funny looking number. Any questions with it?